Hi, so today I wanted to channel about family ancestral karma and how to clear that, how to heal that. I would say that all of us probably have family ancestral karma, which has to do with karma that's even in our DNA, in our genes, comes in before we're even born. So how do we clear that? I would like to channel about that to get some more information and to offer that to you so you can heal that. All right, so I'm going to call in Archangel Metatron and get some further information about that and what we can do, possibly some exercises, hopefully, that would be good for clearing this. I'd like to know also how long it takes. I know that is probably personal for everybody, on an individual basis, but it would be good to know, is it good to just do this once, a few times? It's possible to just clear this in a day, and to find out with that. All right, so I'll shield and bring him in. Yes. We would like to speak on behalf of what you would call Archangel Metatron, although we are a collective of angels. We have Metatron, Archangel Michael, and Raphael speaking here on this. For it will involve multiple angels to cleanse and clear. So, family karma is a very complex trauma that is held in the body. It is genetically in the body as a reality. It is formed through the collective agreement upon you and your father, mother, and also your grandparents and their grandparents and so forth. It is down the line. So one person may have agreed upon poverty per se, or celibacy, or something to that regard, and it is then placed in you. Now, you hold this as a contract. You agreed upon it before birth to hold that within yourself, because in a way, it is like a factory in which you need to choose a certain mold to put yourself in. You need to choose a model to represent yourself. This can be beneficial in a way because then you gain experience through limitations. You understand what you are not through that discovery of who you are. You find truth with the untruth. So if you have a difficulty, you can then express yourself more from that to understand yourself as not that. And you can even overcome that. Now, it can become like a box that you place yourself in, though, in which you hold yourself back. You see yourself within the limitation. And it is good to have contrast. But breaking free is not easy. Breaking free is not just understanding yourself. It is understanding yourself beyond that thing. So this limitation is sort of like a prison for many people. And so it is time to break free. It is time for the collective consciousness of Earth to break free from that prison. And one way to do this is to build a new mountain. See yourself beyond a prison and see yourself climbing a mountain. Build yourself a mountain to climb. Free yourself from the limitations and see yourself climbing out. Raphael has many different exercises that you can do to free yourself from this. First off, clarify that you do not have to be in a certain agreement, any agreement. You can break free. So simply just understanding and setting that intention to overcome these limitations is the first step. To know that you can break free. That you are not bound. No one is holding you there. And so know that you are capable. So unlatch the door and start to build your mountain to overcome these things. So it is a process. So this is the first step. The second step is to do it, in which you can do this in several ways. The first way is to understand that limitation does not define you. Just because you do not have money does not mean that that is your reality, your inner reality. And know that you are more. Just because you do not have a partner does not mean that you are not that which is alone inside yourself, in the truth. So, understand these things. Even illness can be overcome. There is ancestral karma related to the mind, the body. Many do talk of mood disturbance through genetics. You can overcome almost anything, even intelligence. So make sure that you understand what this means. You can overcome almost anything. Nothing in the body can contain you, and you can redefine yourself and create a new blueprint. For that is what you are doing, and that is what you're accomplishing here on Earth at this time through the ascension, is that you have the opportunity to overcome any contracts, any agreements with new enlightenment, to understand that this is possible and to understand what you are capable of. When you came in, you may have seen it differently, but now you see it for what it is. And so build upon your mountain. So how do you do this? Contracts can be broken. So sit down and list the things that you would like to free yourself from. Create a list. And once you create that list, work on freeing yourself. So you take that list and you then create a new list, a new contract. Use words that would define you as a new contract. So the message would be, I am, I will, I have. See it in the positive, see it in the present. List the things that you would like to see. And the false contract you will burn. Burn the false contract either in your mind or in reality or both. But burn it, consume it, transmute it, redefine yourself anew. And do not limit yourself when you form a new contract. Do not limit yourself. Express yourself within your heart. There may be certain ego definitions, but as long as it is from the heart and of service and will not overstep other people's boundaries or other people's freedom, it is fine. There are no limitations. Free yourself. Free yourself. And once you hold that contract, sign that contract, you can then let it go. Meaning, you do not have to think about it. Just take it and place it somewhere where you will find it again. But you do not need to look at it on a consistent basis. You do not need to think about it on a consistent basis. Let it go. And after that, you can choose what it is to do next. For you can then ask yourself what it is you need to do from that new contract. Ask your higher self to give you a message. Sit down and imagine them coming forward in a big ball of light. So answer your question, what shall I do now from this new contract? And that shall give you your answer. It may be a message, something like a word. It may be a feeling. It might be an external source with a symbol. You may hear something someone else says. You may see it on TV. It may be opportunities. Something will occur to give you an understanding. Look for it, watch for it. And the next thing you need to do is just walk forward and to take that opportunity to hear. To really choose to walk that path, to continue on from that. Acting from that place of agreement from your higher self. And that is really all you need to do. However, there are personal choices on how to do this. Other ways would be to see yourself, to imagine, visualize yourself in washing yourself free of these energies. So you could wait for an angel to come to give you the permission to free yourself, but you do not really need permission. But to ask, is it possible to free myself from these contracts? They will always say yes. But to confirm that it is not your ego self, it is of a work within your soul for you to release. And you can ask the angel to just heal you, to understand that energy that comes forth, that understanding of abundance, freedom, love, prosperity, and to know that energy. Ask for that on a daily basis. You can do these in conjunction. You can see the cords going from you to your parents, grandparents, and to cleanse these cords. Feel these cords. You can let some go. Others that are still in your life, you can heal them. Ask for aid to heal the cords, freeing yourself from the past. You can imagine your future. Imagine a future of abundance, freedom, power, love. Say affirmations. Build that energy on a consistent basis. Release, 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 forgive, forgive, forgive. It is possible to let these go, and it is possible to build, but you need to do so on a consistent basis. Repetition. And once you have freed yourself, please let it go. Do not think about it. Release it. Release it, release it. Focus on the future. Focus on the present. Do this on a daily basis, but focus more on the present. Focus more on the understanding of truth. Stating these statements out loud would be good. Speaking up, making a declaration of truth, to speak with that on a daily basis, that would serve you as well. Recognizing those who have freed themselves, see those and their energy of good examples, of role models for what it is like. And when you reach the top of the mountain, look down and ask yourself, who can I help? Who can I help reach the top? Who can I help build their own mountain, freeing themselves? Energies is very powerful. Working with yourself on a daily basis to transmute yourself. Using Phoenix Fire, Violet Flame, energies washing over you, releasing you. You can imagine a violet flame and throwing in your contracts, throwing in the past, freeing yourself. Past lives, karma from even sending that which is your body into the flame to release, to forget. See yourself coming out of the flames, renewed, untouched, unharmed, similar to that scene with the Game of Thrones series. So imagine yourself like a dragon coming out of the flames, unharmed, untouched. You can work with dragons. Dragons are a good aid as well. to burn all that is not serving you. You may also speak with your ancestors, speak with your family members, ask them to help you. If they are alive, you can actually ask them, but you may just visualize them, visualize their higher self, and ask for them to release you from your contracts with them, from the contracts that hold you back, the agreements. If someone has died, the same. It is possible to release all, to renew yourself. Anything is possible. Use your imagination. Use your power. Make it your own. Do it your own way. There's so many ways that you can do this. The important part is the energy and the intention and the consistency. Building a new energy to replace the old. To hold that within the body, because the body is the one that is holding this information. So redefine the information which is held in the body. Work with us. Work with us. We're here. Asking for forgiveness. Yes. That is all. All right. Okay. All right. So that hopefully was helpful to understand how you can release and overcome I want to use the word trauma, and release certain energies in the body and the system that is held there from our ancestors, from our family members.